first to the race for the GOP nomination and my opening statement. Finally, someone wants to take care of you and me. Someone who thinks it's important to put our priorities in order. Now, everyone wants to moan and complain about Donald Trump when he says he wants to make America first. They say it's racist, it's not fair, it's unashamedly about U.S. doing less, and it's just wrong. Take a look at these headlines the day after his speech. What's wrong with America first? To me, America first is a breath of fresh air and exactly what this country needs. Don't these people live here? Do they prefer Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton's worldview, where the first thing you do as president is go to Cairo, have the White House load the place with members of the Muslim Brotherhood, and give an apologist speech? You like that better? Go live there. And what's wrong with saying we should do less nation building? Do any of you like sending your children to war in countries to impose our way of life on them when they don't want our way of life, when they resent it, and when they want to kill us for it? Take a listen.
I will not hesitate to deploy military force when there is no alternative. But if America fights, it must only fight to win.
Donald Trump says we'll never send troops into battle unless it's absolutely necessary and unless there's a plan for victory. Okay, what's the beef there? He's saying I'm not going to allow a generation to die in a foreign land, leave their blood in the desert sand, or come back with fewer limbs than when they left, with no plan for victory and no end in sight. So, okay, you critics, you prefer Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, mumbo jumbo? We don't really have a strategy. We're going to contain them. We're going to roll them back. We're going to degrade them. We're going to dismantle them. As if ISIS is a manageable problem. Clearly, a feckless foreign policy, feckless at both ends. And to top it off, they're like spectators who simply watch our American heroes die as they wait to see a doctor, watch as 22 of those veterans commit suicide when they come back every day, and watch as those veterans live homeless on the streets with PTSD when they come home. And then you bozos make believe you had no idea there was a problem with the VA? You know, Trump talks about a desire to live peacefully and in friendship with Russia and China. Take a listen.
Some say the Russians won't be reasonable. I intend to find out. If we can't make a deal under my administration, a deal that's great, not good, great for America, but also good for Russia, then we will quickly walk from the table. It's as simple as that. We're going to find out.
Makes sense to me. Russia is fighting a common enemy, ISIS. In fact, they reached out to us twice about the Boston bombers, which we ignored to our detriment. So the anti-Trump critics, like the Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton Russian reset, eliminating the missile defense system that ultimately put the Czech Republic and Ukraine in jeopardy, you like that? Or might you be of the ilk that prefers working out a deal with Iran and the Ayatollah, whose dream is to destroy Israel and who believes the world would be a better place without America? Trump says you need to be able to walk away from the negotiation table. That's a sign of strength. But the bozos prefer not just staying at the table, but eating at the table and sleeping on that Geneva table, begging and pleading until Iran gets $100 billion and a path to a nuclear weapon. Now, Trump says we must be unpredictable to catch our enemies off guard. What's wrong with that? Do you prefer a Post-it note to the Taliban saying, we're leaving earlier than we said and drawing down our troops, putting American troops in extreme danger? Trump's America First is not isolationist. Should we go with Hillary Clinton's intervention, the one that overthrew Gaddafi in Libya, teeing up the murder of an American ambassador and 3 other Americans? Stop telling us who to believe, what to believe, and what's best for us. We're voting in record numbers for the man who was the biggest vote getter in American primary history. Since you screwed it up, you can't figure it out, and you've made a laughingstock of this great nation, just shut up and go away. We'll take it from here. And that's my open. Tell me what you think on my Facebook page or Twitter, #Judge Jeanine.